Hello everybody, WF572 here, and welcome back to Sepia Tears. Last time, I have a big feeling that Lillian has something to tell us, and that's why she invited us. And now we're here with Myra. My gosh, I did not notice all the bubbles in her eyes. I did not notice those. Wow. That's very detailed. Very nice. Actually, now that she's here, maybe I can get some information out of her. Ah, yes, we were about to try and get some kind of information about Myra from her. You know, Myra, I forgot to ask. It's a nice evening, don't you think? The weather. Again. I guess I can't deny that. I'm glad you agree. Shall we go for a walk? Well played, Myra. Well played. You're good at changing the subject. But you're not teleporting out of here this time. Nice, jeez. What's the camera angle? Panning and tilt. So, have you read any good books lately? I wonder why she didn't seem this cheerful when we first met. Sorry to change the subject, but are we lost? We ended up wandering around the park after we left, but the trees seem to have closed in around us. Now that you mention it... You've gotta be kidding me. So, have you read any good books lately? You've gotta be kidding me! Kidding? You mean you don't like anything that came out last month? She can't be that dense, can she? I'm not really into modern literature. Ah, so you prefer the classics then? She beams at me innocently. I almost let out a sigh. Most likely a vegetation. No, I meant I'm not into reading in general. Sorry. What about movies? Movies work too. Well, let's see. There was that horror movie with the zombies. What was it called again? That's not very specific. Oh, I saw the one with the Spartans. That was pretty cool. Spartans. Whatever. She lifts her foot as if to kick me into an abyss. This is Sparta! Well, if you're ever bored, you can borrow books or a few movies from me anytime. My father pretty much has an entire library in our basement. Oh, that's right. So you're interested? More importantly, your father. You're interested in my father? No, not that. I mean, your father. Who is he? She looks a little uncomfortable. Well, I suppose I'm partly to blame for that. Are you stalking me, Ma? Why am I giving her Lillian's voice? Are you stalking me, Mark? Pot, meet kettle. Kettle, meet pot. Okay, wait. Let me start over. What I'm getting at is, what's your family like? Is that really the question? The kind of question you need to think about? Or what kind of house do you live in? Where do you live, for that matter? Now that is definitely stalker question. Do you have any siblings then? What school do you go to? Again, stalker. Mark, why do you want to know all this? She's tearing up! Oh my gosh, she's fucking tearing up! This time I sigh audibly. Okay, time for plan B. Well then, let me just tell you outright. I have virtually no idea who you are, and yet you seem to know me pretty well. Isn't that odd? I guess. Then let me put it this way. I figured that in order for us to continue seeing each other and for me to help you, I should try to get to know you better. Which is very much a good thing when it comes to friendships. It would make it easier for you to find what you're searching for. For us to regain our lost time is what I was thinking, but... the fuck? Oh, I see. Sorry. It's just that I was warned by my parents to be wary of strangers. Strangers? If we're strangers, then how did you know my name before we met? Jackpot! I wonder. Or not. Shit. I thought we won the lottery, but it was all just nothing. That'll be my little secret. One of many, if I do say so. By the way, you live with your sister, right? Rin? Yeah, I've been taking care of her because our parents spend a lot of time at work. Although sometimes it's the other way around. Sometimes you spend a lot of time at work? You know what I mean. I'm kidding. And hey, it must be nice to have such a caring sibling. I smirk as I remember the plethora of threats and special attacks she's come up with over the years. Oh god, I wonder if she's freaking coming out. I can just imagine her doing that to him. It's not as nice as you'd think. Sure, she can cook and do household chores, but when you have to explain to your teacher why your sister showed up in class yelling, "Look, Oni-chan, my friend taught me how to do the god finger," it can be quite the hassle. Myra chuckles at my misery. I'm laughing at it too. I'm sorry, Mark, but that misery is the best misery. Well, I guess it's pretty funny in retrospect. Still, she cares about you. You should be happy. That smile is almost enough to make me forget my original mission. Almost, but not quite. Almost. Why do you say that? Are you an only child, Myra? Sort of. I guess. Do you know what a yes-no question is? Well, it's a complicated situation. Ah, I see. How so? I wonder when she'll realize that I'm more patient than her. Ah. Well, you see, my family isn't quite an ordinary family. We're different. But not so different that we not ordinary, you know? Well, I'll be damned. I'm freaking weird myself. Crazy. It doesn't run through. Crazy. It doesn't run in the family. It strolls by, getting to know each and every one of us. Thank you, quote from whatever. No, I don't. To put it simply, it's like walking home from school and having to decide between going to your small 2-bedroom apartment where your parents treat you kindly, or your uncle's mansion filled with books and electronics and everything else, except that you'd be all by yourself. Kinda like that, except different. Because I don't really have an uncle. My parents don't live in a 2-bedroom apartment. That's what you call putting it simply? So basically, to try to summarize her story is so far, and I realized that I haven't learned a single thing, other than where to go for free books. Confused? Don't worry, a lot of people have trouble understanding me at first. I wonder whose fault that is. There's no rush, though. We've got our whole lives ahead of us. She teases a smile out of me. I admit defeat. But if I ever want to talk to you, what should I do? I mean, walking all the way to school at night is kind of impractical. Do you have a cell phone or anything? Don't worry about it. Contacting you will be my job. It's what I do best. Stalking me is what you do best? I don't know why. I feel okay with this. Don't make it sound like a crime. And stalking is technically a crime. I won't even bother. But really, is there anything that you want from me? Our eyes meet and I see something. I was mistaken the other night. This girl isn't angelic or ghostly at all. She's very, very human. I don't want anything specific from you, or anything tangible. I'm just happy that we can finally be together. Finally? But is there anything that you wish for? Maybe. She bites her tongue, pondering as if choosing the course of her life. Biting your tongue? Yeesh. That freaking earth. That is not cool. Now, biting your lip, that is something that would be quite. All I really want is for things to stay the way they are. I'm happy. That's the case. I'll do my best to help you fulfill your wish. I promise. Thank you. It was nice talking to you, Mark. It was a pleasure indeed. Mind giving me a little warning before you show up next time? Just leave it to me. Ring ring. Banana phone? Sorry, this might be important. I reach into my pocket and look down at the display. A squirrel darts up a tree in the corner of my eye. It's from Rin. They're probably wondering where I am. Hey, Myra? I know what to expect before I look up. In that case, you'd better keep your promise. Find me, okay? You'd better find me. And make my declaration to a backdrop of snow-covered trees. The twilight sky slowly fades. It's gotten really late, really fast. I'm walking toward the subway station where I agreed to meet up with Rin and Lucas. But everything keeps looping through my head. I mean, my mind. Myra. I don't trust her. I can't, and I shouldn't. But considering how things turned out, I should be happy. I still don't know where she's from or how she knows me, or... well, I really don't know anything. Besides her name. I don't know anything, but she's less of a mystery. Maybe meeting her wasn't that bad. Such a bad coincidence after all. Not sure. Maybe. Day 3. Coco. The sky is red. Too red. It's not blood red. Not what you'd expect from a horror movie. It's deeper, duller, emptier. The air is thick, like walking through water. I hate it. The slim figure stands before me, obscured by the sea of light. She stands silently. Speaking is not her specialty. She only watches. But she is very, very good at it. It kills me. The world is still. The future predetermined. No matter how many times you watch a movie, the end stays the same. Her mouth moves. She doesn't speak, but I know what she's saying. And I begin to fall. But I'm glad. At least this means I can escape. With an excruciating gasp of icy breath, I open my eyes. Ugh. I roll to the other side of the bed and check the time. I still have half an hour before I normally get up for school. Huh. Well, that's shocking. Is Myra in my bedroom? I would be very, very, very curious as to how and why that is. But we're gonna have to see that next time. So, I hope you all enjoyed. Leave a like if you did. And till then, keep rad.